let you know that we finally have merch after all these years. Go to camerasandcarculture.com to pick up prints, to pick up pins, to pick up t-shirts, and of course, my life at shutter speed. Thank you guys so much for watching. You took this joke a little too far.
I definitely did. I mean, the real question is it a Toyota or a BMW?
Obviously, this is something that people have been thinking about, but you were the first one to do this.
For sure. I mean, it's been an idea that I've been thinking about for a while. I actually used to own a original 2007 Z4M back in the day, and that was one of the cars that really held near and dear to me, and I regret selling. So when the A90 Supra came out, don't get me wrong, I'm a big Toyota fanboy, and I'm also a big Beamer boy, as you know, Larry. And when this car came out, it just made sense that it reminded me of the old Z4M, and this was always the intention at some point. And what a better year to do it than the last year of the Supra.
Right, so for those people who don't actually know, the Mark V A90 and A91 Supra is built off of a BMW platform.
Correct.
Right? And it's essentially the Z4. That's why the joke is everybody's like, oh, nice BMW, bro. And I say, okay, yeah, I've never heard that joke before, right? This is a 2020
This is a 2020, yep.
And then you grafted or you put the Z4 front end on it.
Kind of. So let me tell you more about this conversion.
Right.
So the only thing factory left on this car is factory Z4 headlights from BMW and a factory Z4 front bumper. The rest of this quote-unquote kit, as you call it, is actually will be coming from Golden Wrench in low volume next year. More details coming, but custom hood.
Completely custom.
Completely custom hood. Custom two-piece fenders.
This is one piece?
This is two-piece, actually.
Right.
It's
Okay.
the fender and then the outer blade.
Got it.
We now made the hood fully functional and vented. So for all the Toyota guys are always like, hey, I don't like the fake vents. We made this fully functional.
And then the challenge with this, of course, is the Supra, the top of the fender is actually part of the hood.
Correct.
And that's something that's always like an interesting design element.
100%.
When I look at the Mark V Supra, what you've done is you've created a all new hood. What is this made out of?
This is our prototype. So this is actually made of partly of a Z4 hood, as well as with custom fiberglass pieces that were embedded into it to match the door geometry of the A90 Supra.
So then, this is going to be a dumb question, but why is it that you couldn't just take the front end of the Z4 and put it onto this chassis?
That's a perfect question. So believe it or not, I was actually at the BMW dealership for hours just studying the geometry, and I was like, hey, it's the same car, right? It shouldn't be that hard. But if you actually look at this door line right here, this door line between the Supra and the Z4 actually bubbles out like so, and then the Supra bubbles in. So the challenge of essentially making two panels from two different cars match was a very, very big challenge.
What you had to do was put the bumper on.
Yes.
Because it actually does bolt up.
Correct.
But then that's kind of the limit of just bolting something on. Did you just get like a wrecked hood, or what did you do?
We bought a brand new Z4 hood, and we just had to answer the question, does it bolt up, does it line up? And the answer was no.
And then so, what is this? Is this fiberglass?
Yes.
What did you?
So from about here to about here is a custom section to mate the door with the fenders. This part of the hood is currently fiberglass, but when we put this kit into production early next year, this will be a completely full fiberglass hood.
The whole thing will be fiberglass.
Yes. And I actually want to show you something really trick, Larry.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we really wanted to design is, you'll know a lot of aftermarket hoods, the outside looks the part, right? And the underside, we want to try to save some money, but we really wanted to redesign the understructure so it looks like it came from factory that way. So
it does. You know, when you said this is a prototype hood, I was expecting for you to open it and it to be not finished at all.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's completely finished.
So we have these vents as well. It's just, we wanted to use a factory style insert to make it vented and not like a chicken wire mesh.
Where did you get this? Like, how did you guys make this? Is it 3D printed?
It is 3D printed, yep.
Oh.
The final version will be an ABS injection plastic.
What else? Like, what about plastic, all
So
this
these
stuff?
plastics are from the Z4, but once again, since the door doesn't match up to the hood and all that, we had to do some trimming to make this fit. So that's why you'll see some rubber gaskets at the end just to make it look like it belongs. And this is still early prototype. Once again, we're still kind of finalizing how this is going to work.
You guys watching who don't know Golden Wrench, they make like all these really cool aluminum bits to kind of dress up your engine bay and to make your Supra or Z4 your own. I love that you've taken the theme, taken it inside the engine bay. You have a brand new like cover.
Yes. So this is a BMW B58 carbon fiber engine cover. We worked with a lot of our close Euro-focused brand partners to do this build, and when we told them about this crazy idea that we were going to do for SEMA this year, they were absolutely on board.
And then Venturi intake.
Yep.
Looks like, what is that, the 10-year anniversary?
This is their 10-year
version?
anniversary. So they're actually going on their 11th year, but when we approached them about it, we wanted to do a special commemoration, so they did a 10-year anniversary.
And what's
intake.
this from?
Yeah, this is brand new from AptusWorks. They're a new player in the space. This is actually, believe it or not, 3D printed aluminum with AI optimized pieces. So they were able to use AI to calculate how much material can be removed while still retaining the rigidity of this bar. It's a very, very cool piece.
Is this tuned at all?
It's currently tuned on BM3. So it's all bolt-on stage 2.
And then what does that mean? How much power is that making?
I would say we're probably about in the 450, 460 to the wheel.
Have you talked to anybody from BMW or Toyota about this?
I have not yet, but I think it'd be interesting to get some reactions from them for sure.
Yeah.
This is definitely not in any intended way to mock the OEM. It's appreciation of love for Toyota and BMW, and since they never made it, this was like the best year to really kind of go out with a hurrah with something special that BMW and Toyota did. I think all of us guys really, really appreciate that this happened.
It's really interesting to me because when I heard about this project, I didn't think it would be that much different, but it's actually so much more different in terms of like seeing the side of it.
Yeah.
And then seeing the Supra back. Like, it's so crazy that it's just so much of a drastic change.
For sure, for sure. Even for me, like from the renderings, from us drawing up the CAD files and everything, seeing it in person really kind of made us gasp in terms of like, it just really, really works well together with the lines of the car. And the roof line, I think we all love on the A90 Supra, so we knew we had to retain this when we were building this car.
Did you have to repaint the whole car? Like, what is...
Yeah, this car is actually originally downshift blue. It's a 2020 exclusive color, but we worked with Steck this year to do a color PPF. This is actually called the Dino Tanzanite. So it's based on a McLaren color, where it's got, if you look at it, I'm not sure you can see it on the camera, but it's blue, but with certain lights, you'll see the blue, the purple shift.
Yes, I see that. You added a couple pieces like this blocks off all those fake
Yeah,
vents.
so they're originally on the A90 Supra or A91 Supra, there's a fake vent here, which all of us owners we get where that came from, but we weren't a big fan of, so we designed a piece that follows the bottom of the door line. And believe it or not, Larry, this is a line that I didn't even know owning this car since 2020, but there's actually a subtle body line on the Supra, on the rear quarter. So we followed that line from the bottom of the door.
This is on my car too?
Yeah,
then?
I didn't notice this until we scanned the car and we're like, what is that line? Is it a glitch? And it wasn't a glitch. It was actually a line that's built into the body.
It. Wow. Okay, I learned something new about my own car.
Yeah, so you'll see it follows the body line, it goes down.
Right.
It's like, I call it like a pseudo fender flare.
Yeah, and then looking at it from the rear, you really can't tell anything is different about the car. What taillights are these?
These are the Alpha X taillights, the CSL laser taillights. It was very on theme. When it lights up, you can it remnants of the G82 M4 CSL.
And you even went as far as to put the BMW badge back here.
It definitely had to have the BMW badge to really complete the look. And then on the rear, we did a custom rear diffuser. So this is actually an OEM A90 Supra rear diffuser, but we actually got rid of the flicks on the side as well.
So it gives a little bit of a cleaner look.
For sure, for sure. And then of course, then we had to switch to the quad exit, because when we think of quad exit exhaust, you think BMW for sure.
This is like the BMW that never existed.
For sure.
It actually looks really, really good, I have to say.
Thank you, we really appreciate that.
It fits. Tell me about the wheels.
The wheels, as you know, we did a GR Corolla 2 years ago at SEMA with Tain USA. So this year we partnered with BBS again on this build. We did a 3-piece LMR wheel with a titanium brushed face, 3-piece configuration.
And the brakes.
Yep, the brakes, we worked closely with FCP Euro this year. They supplied the M Performance brakes as well as the 2-piece floating rotors from Eurodisc.
It kind of looks like the Supra brakes too.
It does, it does.
Is the interior changed at all?
Yes, we have updated the interior as well. The interior is probably my favorite. We went with a brand new 2026 M3 steering wheel. from the G80.
How did you get that to work?
We work closely with our friends over at Leatherworks Auto. They actually make a conversion kit for A90 guys. It's a custom harness where it's a plug-and-play solution. Everything's fully functional, buttons. But I mean, it was just the missing piece that really had to kind of tie everything together.
You know, for somebody who, if they didn't know so much about cars, you would have totally fooled them.
Thank you.
This is
That's probably
so
the best
good.
form of compliment that we can get on a build like this.
It looks great. And then the seats too.
The seats, we wanted to go with a seat that looked like the M Carbon bucket seats from a BMW, so we went with the Recaro Art Edition seats. It's actually an Asia exclusive seat that we were able to import over, and I thought you just fit with the red stitching and everything else.
You went as far as the door sills too. Are those just from?
This is from the Z4. So if you got the M40i edition, which is the top of the tier Z4, this is an option. So we were able to source a set of those, and
it just fits perfect.
it's a plug and play option.
You've thought of everything.
We got one more surprise.
What's that?
So at the very, very top, you know, and no BMW is complete without the carbon fiber roof. So we actually cut out the roof and we replaced it with a 1x1 weave carbon fiber roof from our friends at I&D.
Because this roof is completely different than the Z4.
Correct. I mean, the Z4 only came in a convertible configuration, but when we thought about this car, we knew we wanted to do everything that an M Light could possibly have. So we thought a 1x1 carbon fiber roof to be the finishing touch for the build.
And then there's, for you, I'm assuming there's probably no reason or point even to put the Z4 rear. Did you even consider that?
We just really loved the body of A90 Supra. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm still a Toyota fanboy at heart, and we just really thought Toyota just nailed it with the looks of the rear. And
yes,
if we were able to establish the look with the Alpha Rex CSL Lux taillights, I think we could definitely get away without having to chop the rear.
I think this is good. I think this is better than putting the Supra front end on the Z4.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You know, I feel like it should be this way, not the other way around.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it definitely does, for sure.
But with that said, I'm just so blown away.
I think one of the things that was hardest, and Larry, I think you can probably agree, is like when we do a SEMA build, we see a lot of crazy builds here. When we built this, we really wanted to think, what would an OEM do? And I think that was probably the most challenging thing about this build.
So then what do you actually call this?
We call this the Supra, ZHUPR4, to kind of get both names in there.
But I'm sure you've thought of this already. You've essentially built the brand new M Coupe.
Yeah, something like that, for sure.
Right? This is, I mean, kind of what it would have been like if they built one.
It is definitely our reimagined version of if they were to build a Z4 Coupe in 2025, this is maybe what it might have looked like.
Kind of like just an updated clown shoe, huh?
For sure.
Yeah. Where did you come up with this shape?
Yeah, so this shape, the Z4 actually has this fin design, which I always loved. It was actually a fully vented fender, so we knew we had to somehow bring it back to give it the identity of a true BMW. So we took that look and we had to essentially graft it to make sure it fit with the geometry of the door lines.
What about the side skirt?
Yeah, the side skirt is actually from our friends at Evasive Tuning. These are the EVS side skirts without the carbon fiber splitter, because we wanted to go with something that was like OEM plus, but our friends at Evasive definitely came through and helped provide with a side skirt to really finish the look on the car.
So how many do you think you're gonna build?
We're going to be announcing more details in January, but it'll be probably limited to 10 kits that we're going to create.
That's it?
Yeah, we wanted to make this a very special thing that, you know, for guys that really want to do this conversion, it's possible, but we wanted to be a unique opportunity.
And then how many have you sold already here?
This is the master mold, so we're still working out details and pricing, but there'll definitely be more details in Q1 in January.
And are you getting a lot of interest already?
Yes, there's definitely been a few interest in Japan already, and as well as Europe, so it's going to be good.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you so much,
I love
Larry.
what you guys do.